Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation, and today we will be learning about the cultural evolution. But if you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, and leave your comments down below. So let's start. Before we proceed, it is important to note that these stages of cultural evolution happened in the prehistory. Cultural evolution is divided into 4 stages. These 4 stages are Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Neolithic, and Metal Age. The Paleolithic period started from 4 million to 8,500 BCE. And if you want to know about these historical terms like BCE, AD, CE, and C, I have provided the link below in the description box. The word Paleolithic comes from the 2 Greek words paleos and lithic, which means old and stone respectively. Thus, the Paleolithic period is sometimes referred to as the Old Stone Age, because of the kind of tools they used, which historians and archaeologists called crude tools or unpolished stone tools. The Paleolithic period is the longest period of all the stages of the cultural evolution. These early humans were hunters and gatherers, and they were also dependent to the environment. They were living in one place and then moved to another in search for food, because at this time they did not know yet how to plant crops and to domesticate wild animals. Hence, they were branded as nomadic people, which means no permanent settlement or moving from one place to another. The most important thing that had happened in this period was the discovery of fire, which they used to their advantage, such as to give warmth and light, to scare away the wild animals, and most of all, to cook their foods. The Homo Habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal man, and the Cro-Magnon Man lived in this period. The Homo Habilis, sometimes called as the handyman, had learned to use their hands more often, especially in making tools, while the Homo erectus, sometimes referred to as the upright man because of bipedalism. Bipedalism is a term used to refer when walking with their feet. According to theories, it was the Homo erectus who first ventured out from the forest. There were no tall trees and grasses to cover them from the heat of the sun. Hence, they walked with their feet in order to minimize the scorching heat they feel from the sun. After the Homo habilis and Homo erectus disappeared, the Neanderthal man emerged. The evidences discovered inside a cave in Altamira, Spain, and Lascaux, France, pertaining to the kind of life of the Neanderthal man, suggested that they were skilled in drawing. The Cro-Magnon Man emerges after the Neanderthal man disappeared. While the Neanderthal man were skilled in drawing, the Cro-Magnon man, on the other hand, were more inclined to religious beliefs. One of their traditions was to bury their dead in a shallow pit, because once the dead body feels the heat of the soil, they believe that they will be in the life after death. The Mesolithic period serves as a transition from Paleolithic to Neolithic. The Mesolithic comes from the 2 Greek words meso and lithic, which means middle or between and stone respectively. In the early part of the Mesolithic period, the Earth's temperature significantly dropped to almost 15 degrees Celsius. This drastic change of temperature caused the seawater level to also drop to almost 500 feet. Consequently, many land bridges surfaced, like the land bridge that connected the Philippines to the mainland China. This land bridge was used by the early people to cross to the Philippines and became one of its early inhabitants. This period was known as the Ice Age. After thousands of years, glaciers started to melt, ensuing the gradual increase of the sea water level, and eventually, many places became warm and dry. Early humans started to live along the riverbanks. This allowed them to have more sources of food, aside from being hunters. The Neolithic period started from 7000 to 3000 BCE. The word Neolithic came from the 2 Greek words neos and lithic, which means new and stone respectively. Thus, this period is also known as the New Stone Age, because they have learned to polish their stone tools. The early humans in this period had learned to domesticate animals. This means very much to them, because they did not have to go hunting every day. They have also learned to plant staple foods. This is known as the Neolithic Revolution, or sometimes known as the Agricultural Revolution. They were not only hunters but also fishermen and farmers. Due to this new advancement that they had learned, they became sedentary, or not moving from one place to another. This is known as the urban revolution. Examples of the early settlements are that of Jericho in Israel and Catalhuyuk in Turkey. Next to the Neolithic period was the Age of Metals. The Age of Metals was divided into Copper Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. About 4000 BCE, a new age dawned for the prehistoric man. Copper was discovered near Mount Sinai. They began using this metal for making cups, plates, and vase. Later, another metal was discovered called tin. By mixing it with copper, a harder metal called bronze was produced. The Sumerian of Mesopotamia were the first people to use bronze tools and weapons. The use of bronze spread to Egypt, India, and Crete. Thus, emerged the Bronze Age, succeeding the Copper Age. On the other hand, the Hittites were the first people to make and use iron. This introduced the Iron Age. The discovery and use of iron was made secret. The Hittites were feared by many people because of this discovery. The superiority of their weapons allowed them to become good at warfare and boast a fearsome image. That's it for today, and please support my channel by clicking the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, share it to others, and leave your comments down below. And thank you for watching.